At the beginning of the story we meet Mr. Winward, a doll factory owner who desperately needed an assistant for himself. He had advertised for an assistant in the newspaper, and a girl named Kobe Dellum came to his company to give an interview. As we step inside, we see Mr. Winward watching the procedure of making a doll very carefully. We witness how plastic is being melted, placed on top of the doll's mold, and a doll's face is being given to it. Mr. Winward himself used to keep an eye on the process of making a doll from plastic and its packaging. It's clear that he has a special love for dolls. Then Kobe Dellum comes to his office for the interview, and he starts asking her questions. He asks, "Tell me, what is the role of dolls in this world?" Kobe replies, "Dolls are just like humans. God also sent humans in this world like dolls." After hearing this, Winward immediately stops her and says, "No, dolls are innocent. Humans are guilty, and dolls do nothing." Winward then tells Kobe Dellum to go home, despite her having more than the qualification requirement. He didn't find her right for the job, but she convinced him that she will work very hard and prove herself. However, as soon as Kobe turned back to go home, we see that a man from Winward had kidnapped her. Now, when Kobe regained consciousness, she was in Winward's palace. The palace was designed exactly like a dollhouse. At that time, Winward was sitting in front of her, telling her that she will spend the whole week in his dollhouse. Like any beauty pageant game, she will have to participate in every game here, but Kobe was not interested in this. She refused with great love. Winward told her that she has no option here, she has to do what she is told. Kobe was very scared of her words. After she left, Kobe tried to run away from here, but Winward's secretary caught her, and all her attempts to escape failed. After a plan failed, Kobe started using other plans to escape. She started looking at all the windows and doors that opened outwards. But then a girl came from behind and told Kobe that this palace is completely sealed. It has been designed in such a way that no one can go out of it except the main door. And that girl knew all this because she tried to escape. Kobe did not know yet that there was someone else in this palace. Because he had not seen anything except big dolls in the palace, when he turned around he found out that these big dolls were actually humans who had masks on their faces. And Winward had kidnapped all of them like Kobe and brought them here. For this strange competition, a doll present here tells Kobe that the competition here will actually select a girl who will be ideal to be Winward's son's mother, and all the other girls will lose that competition or will not perform well in any of her games, so Winward will kill her very brutally. And after kidnapping all the girls when she was brought here, everyone tried to escape from here, but none of them succeeded. Now the girl who told Kobe that she can't escape from here, the same girl tells Kobe that Winward is a very perfect person. She wants everything in her life to be perfect, just like a dollhouse is perfect. And 2 years ago, when she found out that her wife was cheating on her, she punished her in a very strange manner. She threw both of them into a well without clothes and left an electric wire in that well, which killed both of them. Now they were just talking, and suddenly there was a big commotion. The girl told them that Winward is coming, and they have to get ready like a doll. As soon as the bell rang, they went to a special room where there were a lot of costumes. Each of the girls selects a costume for herself and then stands up like a doll. Kobe wore a clown costume. Meanwhile, Winward and her son Otis come to the room. Otis liked all the dolls, but not Kobe, who was a clown. And before Kobe was killed, to impress Otis, Kobe shows a magic trick. She burns a card she has with her telekinesis power. That is, she burned the card with her brain, which impressed Otis and saved Kobe's life. Otis did not believe this magic. He asked Kobe to do this magic again, but Kobe refused. And when he saw he had to look like Otis like Winward, i.e. his dad, Otis was about to kill him, but then Kobe burned the card again. and that's how he got Otis' attraction. After Otis and Winward left, everyone was in their room and everyone was talking about Kobe. And Aurelia was getting tensed that this magic will make Kobe turn Otis towards her, and thus her chances of winning are diminishing. And Aurelia was very selfish. She wanted to win this pageant so that only her life is saved and she can live here as Otis' mother. Kobe explained all her thoughts to her. Look, Aurelia, winning this pageant and living here as Otis' mother is a big thing. The big thing is that we have to somehow get everyone out of here. Now they were talking that once again the alarm started ringing. Everyone got ready like a doll and came to the dining room, and Winward gave everyone a task to set the table. They all had only 1 minute, and the one who sets the worst table would die. Some could do this job very well, but some girls got very confused and panicked. In this situation, only Aurelia was looking very confident in setting her table. Kobe didn't know how to set a table, so he started copying Aurelia. But at the last minute, Aurelia made a change. She kept a spoon with a fork, and Kobe also noticed this before she changed. The 1 minute timer was over, and a glass broke from her in a hurry. Because of this, she got a good laugh from Winward. The winner of this competition was Aurelia, but the one who set the worst table here, Winward, made her unconscious and threw her in his well, just to give her the same death as he killed his wife. Anyway, this day is shown that Otis has entered this dollhouse again. Here he meets Kobe, who tells him about her telekinesis power, on which she could control things with her mind. Here she tries to change Otis' mind and promises him that if Otis wins over Kobe, then she will prove to be the best mom for Kobe, and Kobe will be his mom only when Otis convinces his dad to stop all these killings. That is, instead of killing the girls who lost the pageant, he should leave them like this. Now Aurelia, who was looking at them, didn't hear what they were saying, but yes, she definitely felt that Kobe is trying to turn Otis on her side, and thus her chances of winning are diminishing. Here it is shown at night that Otis came to talk to Winward at Kobe's behest, that he left everyone and he liked Kobe as his mom. But before he could tell all this to Winward, he noticed that Winward was very upset because of his business. So that he doesn't get more upset, Otis didn't say anything to him. The next morning, another bell rings, that is, another competition begins in which all the girls were given shirts, and they had to spray starch on them and press them. Everyone gets busy and their time ends. At this time, Aurelia pressed the most perfect shirt. Another girl used another spray instead of the starch, and Kobe burned his shirt. Because of his mistake, Kobe could have been killed, but Winward, instead of killing him, just burns his hand. With this, Aurelia and the audience can guess that somewhere Winward also had a place for Kobe. Now when he goes to the fourth girl whose shirt was better than Kobe's, he deliberately gives her a 4, and in return for this mistake he stabs her in the stomach several times. Now the scene is cut, and we are shown Kobe and her partner in a room where they were discussing that instead of dying, they can run away from here because they think Aurelia is going to win. Also, Kobe tells her partner that she is trying to manipulate Otis' mind with her powers so that she can win Kobe, and Kobe helps everyone else to get free from here. Aurelia had heard all this, and Kobe also found out this thing with the help of her powers. Kobe runs to the doll room and starts looking for something. Meanwhile, we see that Aurelia comes to Kobe's room with something and stabs Kobe from behind. But then it was revealed that in this clown costume there was a statue instead of Kobe. Because Kobe had run away from Aurelia, and she wanted Kobe to play a trick on her, so she placed the statue in her place and then tried to explain to Aurelia that there are many options that can be tested. Kobe tells her that he has a plan that he will place the statue in his place, and when Fenwit comes in front of him, he will keep talking to the dolls, and he will not know that we are not in front of him, and taking advantage of this, we will run away from the main door. Now the scene cuts, and we are shown that Otis is awake in his house. He heard his dad, and his manager will test his loyalty, and whoever disobeyed will be killed. Now Fenwick comes inside the dollhouse and rings the bell for their new competition. This was the time when Kobe had to execute her plan that people used to place statues in his place to deceive Fenwick, after which Kobe uses her telekinesis power to open the door's lock, and these three run away from here. Kobe didn't like going from here because she had promised Otis to be a good mom. She tells Aurelia and her friend that we should take Otis with us, and Aurelia replies that you should be a good mom. I am going. This was the same Aurelia who was trying to be a good mom in the whole episode, and now when she got a chance, she ran away from here. And the other friend who was chasing her, Aurelia changed her path, but nothing happened because before she changed her path, Fenwick's secretary saw her, and he shoots her and kills her along with her other friend, and only Kobe is left, who went back to fulfill her promise to Otis. Seeing her loyalty, Fenwick decided that he will accept Kobe as his son's mom. Now, the question is, how did he find out that Aurelia and the other girl were running away? Actually, he had put mics in these big dolls, because of which Fenwick had already found out about their plan, and that's why he was taking their faith test, in which Kobe passed because she came back to fulfill her promise, and only a doll can prove to be a good mother, and that's why Kobe was put on a machine in which big plastic dolls were made, and they sealed Kobe's body with plastic. Kobe wanted to leave, and she uses her powers, which freaked out the room's lights, but she can't free herself from this machine, and then the scene gets cut, and Kobe appears in the form of a doll who was serving Fenwick and Otis. Suddenly Fenwick's teacup jumped off the roof, and it was seen that there were two witches in their house whom Kobe had called for help with her telekinesis. But because Kobe's powers were not so strong, the witches got her message, and the witches break Kobe's telekinesis and turn her back into a human. These people came to save Kobe, and a witch asks Kobe to come with her, but before leaving, Kobe asks Otis to come with her because she had promised Otis to be a good mother, but Fenwick couldn't say anything because the witches had frozen him with their powers. Before leaving, a witch burns him. In the end, we are shown Otis and Kobe going to a new mansion where Kobe tells Otis to forget his first name from now on. Your name is Charles, and I am your mother. Otis nods yes, and this is how the story ends.